evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Ashley McDowell. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. The FBI wants information dating back to 2013, the time of a significant trip. Also tonight, a MVA meeting shows a positive projection for later this month. And 3 businesses are suing IPI. Find out why. In sports, Mount Carmel says goodnight to the Interscholastic Soccer League. Stay with us, these stories and more are next.
"48 hours. That's all we get in a week. But those 48 hours, we try to make them last forever. How? By filling them fast with all the right stuff. With a lot of laughter, a little drama, some adventure, and a whole lot of love."
Dad, Mom's here.
It happens pretty quick,
Bye, Dad.
but it's cool. Because the rest of the week, we talk about our plans
You want to go to the beach?
on how to make the next 48 hours last us a lifetime.
Okay. Can you connect me to Alex, please?
Attention passengers of flight AJ3004, your flight has been delayed.
It's the flavor that makes you go, woo. McDonald's new spicy barbecue glazed tenders and chicken sandwich. Made with tender, juicy, all-white meat chicken.
Available in 4, 6, or 10-piece chicken tenders. Try the spicy barbecue crispy chicken sandwich too.
Half a day, Tirwami, and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Friday, November 15th, 2019. The search warrant that was executed at IPI headquarters says the United States is looking for connections between Governor Torres and Imperial Pacific that date back to 2013. That was before IPI was in the Commonwealth. That is also the year that the CNMI legislatures, including Ralph Torres, traveled to Hong Kong and Macau on an exploratory trip to look at casino gaming. Torres said at the time the fact-finding trip was paid for by an unrelated company called Esteem Capital. Court testimony reported by Bloomberg says they not only were related, they shared the same address.
In late 2013, then Senate President Ralph Torres took a fact-finding trip with others to Hong Kong that was paid for by an outside company.
We actually talk about the whole trip. How would it benefit the CNMI? What are the things that would be applicable here? What are not applicable here? How can we better the situation? And that's basically what transpired.
He told KSPN there were no deals made.
I know for sure that when we went, there's no promises made. We went as a fact-finding, and we came back here, and we looked at how we're going to benefit the people, the CNMI, and we took that course of action.
After the trip, the CNMI legislature approved casino gaming for Saipan. Torres told KSPN that the company that paid for their travel was not one of the companies that submitted a bid.
So the 2 companies that bid, I have no knowledge of. They are not the company that we met in Hong Kong.
The search warrant that the FBI executed November 7th wants documents relating to all travel connecting Torres and IPI back to September of 2013.
The tourism industry is looking forward to direct flights from Japan that will start later this month. It's a bright spot in a tough market that shows a steep drop in arrivals from China and Korea. Our Chris Nelson reports.
NBA Vice Chair Gloria Kavanaugh says Typhoon U2, along with a trade war and softening economy, has had a big impact on arrivals to the Marianas.
As we all know, fiscal year 2019 was a very difficult year in terms of visitor arrivals. Total arrivals for the year were down 30% to just over 400,000 visitors.
MVA budgeted over $15 million for the year. The money comes from one of the highest hotel occupancy taxes in the nation, but the marketing money has been hard to access.
When U2 hit, that budget was reduced to $14 million, and then further reduced to less than $12 million based on actual collections of hotel occupancy tax during the year. As of today, only 52% of that funding has been received. This budget cut has forced the NBA to reduce its marketing budgets in our source markets, causing us to cut marketing programs such as consumer and trade shows and cooperative programs with partners.
Kavanaugh, who's the general manager of Pacific Islands Club, went on to mention the importance of 2 hotel land leases that will expire soon.
If we want this economy to survive, we simply cannot afford to lose these hotels. We know that the Department of Public Land and the hotels have been in communication, and we strongly urge the local government to complete negotiations before it is, again, too late.
Representatives from Japan, China, Taiwan, and Korea all presented to the MVA members. Ichi Kura, the MVA representative from Japan, spoke of the work that is being done to launch the Skymark flight later this month, including the marketing launch in Tokyo.
We held a reception, MBA reception, to commemorate the launch of Skymark long-term service to Saipan. We have placed the digital display advertising at major stations in Tokyo.
Signage has gone up in train stations, along with digital displays, newspaper advertisements, and new music ambassadors, the Japanese hip-hop group Doberman Infinity, who will film a music video here in the coming years. Food ambassadors, also part of the plan. The islands will be marketed as the perfect place to do sports in the coming year, and a new character, Pickles the Frog, will help lead the marketing effort.
What I would like to communicate to you is we need to make this destination an unforgettable destination. People who come here and feel very good about it and feel like coming back time after time.
3 business establishments have sued Imperial Pacific International for allegedly blocking their right of way. American Herbal Essence Group, American Create Beauty Corporation, and American Dongxing Corporation are businesses located across the street from where construction is occurring for the casino. These companies are being represented by attorney Robert Torres. Wai Dongguo is the president and sole member of the 3 leased establishments. IPI owns and operates the casino, which is currently undergoing construction across from the business establishments. According to court documents, as part of the construction process, IPI dug a 2-foot trench that runs across the portion of the leased establishments, posting detour signs that redirect foot and vehicle traffic. Counsel for the plaintiffs contacted Division of Coastal Resource Management, requesting action against IPI for construction in front of the businesses. DCRM Director Janice Castro responded that no permit violations occurred, as IPI had been granted a sitting permit for the roadside. IPI completed the pavement repair work in March, but the plaintiff says IPI continues to exhibit detour signs preventing access to the area. The plaintiff says IPI's obstruction continues to cause economic loss for the businesses. The plaintiff is requesting a prayer for relief, which includes economic loss to be determined at a trial, and is demanding for a jury trial. The Commonwealth Utilities Corporation is advising the public of a scheduled water outage for certain areas occurring on Monday. On the main road of Cagman Route 34 to Lau Lau Bay, there will be a water service interruption Monday from 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. The scheduled interruption is to allow personnel from CUC to perform repairs on a damaged 8-inch water main line located on the westbound lane. Motorists are advised to proceed with caution or take alternate routes, as the westbound lane will be closed on Route 34. For the latest updates, monitor CUC's Facebook page. It's the Nationalization Ceremony held at the District Courthouse, a day where individuals from other countries get to fulfill a dream of becoming a citizen of the land of the free. These 17 individuals just became United States citizens, and around a holiday where our nation is showing a lot of thanks. Here is what they are thankful for.
I'm so thankful to go through all this process of to be an American, and I'm so thankful to be an American because this is most of the people's dream, and I did it. And I thank my family, especially my husband, who brought me to this new culture. That not means like I'm not gonna lose mine, but I discover another new culture that I'm gonna proceed for my life.
I'm thankful for God and for my family and for America.
Thank God for everything what He blessed for me and my family. Whatever we have is from the Lord. Job, food, air that we're breathing, the water that we're drinking. Everything, house, car is from the Lord. Thank you.
Great. And it's the Thanksgiving. What are you thankful for?
For becoming a U.S. citizen, yeah.
I'm thankful for my husband. Thankful for America. Yeah, this is going to be easier for us to, especially to travel or to move from the islands to the mainland or for work. It's just mainly, yes. But yes, thank you for this opportunity.
Coming up, a special guest from the National Endowment for the Humanities makes a stop on Saipan. Find out more after the break.
We all face challenges with our roofs flying off, and what we did is we used our connection with our service to connect with the world, to show the challenges that it is real. ITNE was definitely there for me, my family, my friends when we most need it. Half a day, my name is Jerry Diaz. I'm in the network that works.
Welcome to the Marianas Eye Institute. Our office on Beach Road is staffed with U.S. certified eye care technicians, doctors that have received national recognition, and a friendly, professional staff that will look after you and your loved ones. With over 1,200 eyeglass frames to choose from and an in-house lab, we can make most glasses in about an hour, and we even feature a mobile clinic to bring eye care to you. Keep your eyes healthy and strong with professional eye care at the Marianas Eye Institute.
Welcome back to the Channel 2 News. We had a special guest on island from the National Endowment for the Humanities. He shares his experiences with the media. Take a listen. All members of the media were invited to a luncheon with the chairman of the National Endowment for the Humanities, John Parrish Petey, who visited Saipan for one day.
We have applied for a grant through the Federation of State Humanities Councils. I've worked with Lila a little bit on it. She's given me some ideas to try to, what we want to do with the grant, if we get it, which would begin in January, is to try to use it to survey the CNMI community, ask them questions about, where do they go in terms of getting the news, what are trusted sources for them, and things of that nature. So this is Chairman John Parrish Petey.
Hello.
A first question for John. What brought you to this side of the world?
But it was because I believe good things are happening here. We fund councils when they're doing great jobs. We fund councils sometimes when they're doing an okay job, but they're making a difference. It's wonderful when you come somewhere that there's the energy, and I can look down the list of everything they're doing, and it's essential. And so it wasn't just that I was invited. It was that this is something I wanted to affirm. And I also want to be educated.
The National Endowment of Humanities started in 1965.
The Humanities Endowment were created in 1965 by LBJ, and that's important. It's part of the Great Society legislation. If you know that legislation, that's a civil rights legislation, and this was seen as part of that. Also, you have to remember in that time, we're in the space race, we're in the Cold War with the Soviets, and the idea is we don't want to just have the strongest military or the advanced technology. We also want to have the strongest minds, period. So that was something that Kennedy talked about actually a few months before he was assassinated, and that was fulfilled under LBJ. So we were modeled on the National Science Foundation.
Leo Pangilinan, the executive director of the Humanities Council, organized the event, encouraging the media to share what local challenges are faced in our small community.
It's very difficult to get information, especially through, direct sources, because they don't want to be implicated or they don't want to be involved, because the connections are very well weaved into the community. So I think that's where a lot of our challenges are, in terms of getting timely information, as well, because that's sort of what we experience on a day-to-day basis. For the other mediums, is that something you agree with?
Yeah, I think so. And the islands are small and the people are connected, so we face the same challenges, but to a greater extent by Facebook and just social media and people's attention spans. If they care, they know about it before a newspaper is printed or a TV show is produced, and because information spreads so quickly that way, you really have to, you can't report anymore, you have to add some value to and context to the story. You need sources to do that, and so if you have people that don't want to be involved because of the relationships, then it makes it a bit of a challenge.
The universe, has changed so well, and y'all know this quite well. And so, one, we don't have the outlets we have, and then, but two, I would say, the press is separate in the minds of the public, and maybe often in the conglomerate ownership, from its roots. I spent a lot of time talking about the founders and Constitution. I talk about the ideals of it, not that we lived up to those ideals, that those ideals were perfected in Frederick Douglass, the 19th Amendment, which we'll have a film on PBS we funded. But I think we need to tie freedom of the press and the importance of the press back to the foundational documents.
PD also met with students from Marianas High School and the mayor, promoting the cultivation of humanities.
All right, coming up, high school girls, hoop it up, stay up for KSPN2 Sports. Next.
Faster, easier to use. With live TV, recordings, video on demand, and streaming apps, all in a single place. When you're looking for something new, recommendations are tailored to you. Voice-powered, personalized results to find what you want faster. And the unlimited potential of smart home. The new experience from TiVo is here.
Watch the Visitors Channel online, on time, anytime at SaipanTV.com. Where to go, what to see, what to do. Restaurants, spas, activities, and culture. It's all in one place, in high definition, on your mobile device. SaipanTV.com. Check it out.
You deserve more. I know it's been hard. Come on, let's go for a ride.
Hi, welcome to Dow Rent to Own.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now this feels like home.
Dial Rent to Own. Making lives better since 1987.
When sports fans.
For any sports fans, the collaboration between the public school system and on-island sports federations is paying dividends. We saw proof of that Wednesday evening. In the not-so-old days, this is what a school soccer championship game looked like. This is only 2 years ago. Games were played on uneven grass fields, either at Hopwood or Coblerville Elementary, with no place to sit, no announcer.
Joshua. Number 6, Anthony Austin. Number 9, Jack Paul Lizama. And number 12, Lorenzo Abigina.
Fast forward to the present, the Coblerville Training Center with grandstands and a level pitch. Bellowing cumulus clouds greeted the final 4 teams in the Interscholastic Middle School Soccer League Championship. Third place game, Hopwood Middle School trying to break the goose egg on their side of the scoreboard against the Saipan International School Geckos. Try it again. The set play never does materialize, nothing there. So try it again. Long shot, too straight, too soft. Still 6-0, favor the Geckos. Hopwood again, another easy save, and they never did score in this game as SIS goes on to win 6-0. Championship game, Mount Carmel Knights in blue and pink versus FMS Middle School in white, refereed by Youth National players. The MIFA president, Jerry Tan, takes a picture for his personal files. Opening minutes, Marcus Tovis with the first corner kick, and the header goes the wrong way. Yeah, it's wrong-headed. Marcus, the boot! That sails high and wide. The Knights were having more scoring opportunities. They're threatening again. Oh, and just missed that connection. There's another corner for MCS, but it was still 0-0. The cross for Marcus, and he nails the kick right off the side of the net. Finally, Frank M. Sablon Middle School gets a corner kick. Nothing organized, though, and the Knight defense holds the fort. MCS breaks free. Marcus Tovis for the score. Mount Carmel wins the middle school championship 4-1. Good speakers there. All right, girls high school basketball tipped off yesterday afternoon. Let's see, Saipan Southern versus Cagman High School. Here we go, the opening tip-off grabbed by Cass Camacho. Oh, you can't do that. She knows better. She's a veteran already. A turnover starting the season. The Azuzu's Rhea Adolfo, and she's going to shoot, and that shot is going to go in. And then she goes for a spin. Now, why doesn't everybody do that after they make a basket, huh? The Manta Rays on the run. Chanel, number 2, Espinoza, up and down, end. More Cass. She's handling the ball on the outside. She gets to the middle, sees Chanel open, the soft touch. Saipan Southern Manta Rays cruise to victory. The fall season of the youth soccer will close out next week with a round-robin festival for all-day kickball. Well, Shirley's in blue, and this was last weekend versus Tan Holdings FC in the color of grass. U15 boys action from Saturday. Tan Holdings was attacking and across the ball off of the post. Harry Domalot. Oh, it just misses. Oh, too bad. Shirley's with the corner, the header, and then the slide. And, well, THFC's defense never did break in this contest, and you can't win if you don't score. Gerald Aquino out to Mark Roque. He shoots. He scores. Tan Holdings 5, Shirley's 0. Current standings, Canoa coming in first, MPU second, Tan Holdings is in third, followed by Matanza and Shirley's. Well, it is that time of the week when we unwrap the top plays of the week. You know, people always ask me, Bob, how do you select the number of plays to show each week? Well, it's simple, really. The KSPN2 Sports Institute runs on logic. A hand has 5 fingers. Therefore, tonight we have 5 top plays. It's basic common sense, really. Coming in at number 5, it's the Vegas Aces winning this playoff game thanks to 32 steals and 32 assists. Vegas Aces steal the top play, number 5. Get it? in at number 4. This one, Alan Barbo de Elmer Escalon de Mark de Guzman de Bart Demapon. That's 4 players. Top play number 4. Get it? Coming in at number 3. Disconnection. Ichiro Borja de Mark Escalon for one of his 3 goals. Top play number 3. Get it? Coming in at number 2, it's this dynamite duo, this potent pair, Frank Castor and Yoon Taeg Young at the Joe Tang Kizu Public Library fundraising tournament. They scored 151. Not on their scorecard, that's their combined age. Top play number 2, get it? And ESPN2, top play of the week, Marcus Tovis and the MCS Knights capture the Interscholastic Middle School Soccer Championship, and there can only be one winner, the top play of the week.
Here's the windup and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw!
So what are you going to do this year? At Gold's, a dedicated fitness studio with a cushioned floor is perfect for group exercise. The cardio room features a variety of treadmills, bikes, steppers, and ellipticals. Fitness machines will help you achieve your goals, and the largest free weight area on Saipan gives you comfortable space to work out. Gold's Gym team is ready to help you get to your goals. Try harder. We know you can do it.
Traveling or laying over on Guam? Don't wait around. Zip into Guam Adventures at Zipline Park inside the Hilton Resort and Spa. Guides will take you through a series of zips, starting with a mountain course and then zip over the ocean with spectacular views of Tumon Bay. 6 zip lines in all deliver a thrilling experience, and it's family friendly, so bring the kids ages 6 and up. You'll love the security of double lines and a new braking system to make riding smoother. The towers are named after the islands in the Marianas. We call it the Island Hopper. Your guides will teach you what you need to know to soar through the jungle with a bird's eye view. Best of all, for residents of Saipan, Tinian, and Rota, you can book this experience at 20% savings. Log on to GuamAdventures.com, and during checkout, use offer code HAFA20. Book it and zip it today. We'll even pick you up. Today's high 86, the low 74, humidity 75% tomorrow, partly cloudy, isolated showers, east winds 5 to 15, high 87, low 76, seas calm out there 4 to 5 feet, sunrise 6:18, sunset at 5:44.
All right, 5:44?
That's it. That's when the weekend, actually the weekend begins. Well, begins right now.
Right now. All right, have a great weekend. We'll see you back here Monday.
Good night.